Greetings, humans! Greetings! And welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Beer here, 29-year veteran. I mean, of the woods, people, that's where bears live. Don't you know? Even 7 out of 8 TikTok women, boy, they would agree. They'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. That's right, people. It is YouTube's #1 review show by a bear. Gosh, how many years counting? It's great to have all of you here today with us. Here in cloudy Florida. Oh, for crying out loud. We can't even go a fortnight. Not a fortnight, Amy. Without there being another hurricane. Oh, yeah. If you're not aware, people, we've got another calamity out there. It's called Hurricane Milton. Who the hell names a hurricane after Milton, for crying out loud? Now, you want to have it something, mean and ferocious out there. Nobody's going to be scared of, Milton's coming. Nobody's going to be scared of that. You need something like, I don't know, Voltron, or you needed like, Hurricane Thanos. People are going to get the hell out of the way of Hurricane Thanos. So, anyways, there is the hurricane out there for all of our great people. Amy, I hope you and Melissa are safe, found. People keep saying, you got to find higher ground. Higher ground in Florida? Where? At the garbage dump? Where are we going to find higher ground? But I hope you're able to find at least somewhat higher ground out there. Safe, secure. If you need to, Amy, Melissa, the cave is always open for you ladies out there. So just let Beard know. He's got the email down in the description. Just let Beard know, and we'll try and figure something out there. Pretty much all of Florida, completely covered in cloudy and windy weather, except for, I don't know, what would that be? Pensacola, maybe Panama City Beach. Walton County, that sort of stuff out there. But everybody else, we got some wind, we got some rain. So, if Bear happens to go offline for some strange reason during the middle of the show, he's either lost power or internet. So, just so you know there. It looks like maybe Tampa area, this is a couple hours old here. Tampa, maybe far south is Fort Myers. They got hit a couple years ago, so hope it doesn't go to Fort Myers. Hope it doesn't go to Tampa. I hope it just does a U-turn and heads straight back down to Mexico. But there's the situation with what's going on with what's called Milton. Let's see, 11 a.m. So this is a couple hours old. It's probably closer to that first M there. That means a major hurricane. So we'll see. We shall see in the next couple hours. Looks like mainly. This is not a weather channel, by the way. I'm not going to be talking about the hurricane the whole time. But it looks like kind of the northern area of the eye there, probably the northern eastern, sort of what they call the quadrant. That's going to get the major stuff, and then depending on later tonight, it's going to be sucking up a lot of that moisture and water from the Gulf. So we'll see. We'll see what the tides are. Tampa Bay and some of those areas. Low tide, we're doing good. High tide, bad juju out there. So hopefully we'll have it all worked out here. We'll figure it out. Next couple days, we'll let you know. It's either a catastrophe or hey, it's another hurricane. We've made it through. But I tell you, people, I am not evacuating this time. We're well out of the major cone there. But gosh dang it. Said evacuate the last time. Helene went up to North Carolina, went through Asheville. That was a bad choice. You don't see any of the weatherman out there saying, we got it wrong that last time. Here's what I'm going to predict this time and how I'm going to get it right this time. None of them. Stupid Jim Cantore still hanging on to a pole out somewhere. I hope he gets blown out to sea, for crying out loud. Anyhow. Amy is doing great. Oh, that's terrific. Thank you for the emergency cave offer. You know you are in trouble when you're seeking refuge in the cave of a bear to get out of a storm. But that's good to know. Good news to hear, Amy. Good news to hear. Hopefully your power is going to stay on as well. You'll be able to hear the dulcet tones of Bear out here. Doing some fun stuff here. Doing some fun stuff other than hurricane stuff all the time. Ah, Bear. Why's it gotta be all hurricane stuff? Well, that's where bears live, for crying out loud. Hurricane Alley. Anyways, just very, very briefly here, because I only got the one. Only got the one here. Campaign update. Amy says, I mean, it's not a strange bear. Yeah, it's a bear you know and love, possibly. I tell you, the D&Q show the other night, man, all of Bear's loves out there. You had Amy, you had Melissa as well. You also had Irenee. I tell you, man, I was all turned around out there. All turned around. It's good to see Irenee out there. Hopefully she will come back. Anyhow, people, throwing some love out here for Titan Nelson Might. Go check out Gary's terrific book. Let's see, Cyberfrog? Still hanging in there. I don't think it's moved very much. He's a bear, I know, says Amy. No and love. No and love out here. 772, and of course, all Bear's favorite godlike number 2. Just shy of 85. He's only got a couple days left there. So do go check it out. Do go check it out, people. But we actually have from where is it, Bear? From your boy Zach. He says Jawbreakers Forever and First Kill are being received by the backers, including arcade fans out here. Bear got it in the last show. If you were going to check it out, Bear did the box open for First Kill. So go check that out on the previous show. The best part of crowdfunding progress, says your boy, is when backers send in pics of the books they have received. Between Jawbreakers Forever and First Kill, there's almost 15,000 books being shipped during this fulfillment campaign. Books are going out every week in waves of 1,000 backers. 3 waves have gone out already. So there you are, people. Somebody got both of them. Wait a minute, they got the dog tags too? I thought I was the only one. For crying out loud. Anyways, he got cuffs as well. All sorts of stuff. New kind of war cuffs. Knife hand. And he got the dog tags as well. Man, it's almost seeming like they sent a bunch of dog tags to all of the backers instead of just Bear. I'm on to you boy. I'm on to you already. Anyway, so if you haven't already, go check out Bear's box open. We'll maybe when the power is out, Bear will have some time to read the book here. I am headlong into it all got started. Thanks a lot, you boy. It all got started with the Rambo book, First Kill out here. Bear started, last year, the Rambo watch along. So we're going to be doing on Saturday another, hopefully, knock on wood, barring assassination attempt, national disaster, aliens invading, one of those. We're going to be doing the Goldfinger watch along. So if you want to check that out, check it all out with Bear. We'll do it, hopefully, if we still have power and internet. So there you go, people. There is Bear's one and only campaign update, but it's a good one, people. Definitely a good one out there. How did they find so many dog tags, says Amy? I don't know. Man. Maybe Rambo, had a lot of, aliases, apparently, kind of like a doppelganger, or maybe like a stunt double, or where they had the double of, Saddam Hussein or something like that. So if they tried to take out Saddam, they would have taken out the wrong guy or something. So maybe something along those lines. I don't know. To know Bear is to love Bear. Aw, Right here, Amy, I got you. Big bear hug right here. And Melissa as well. I gotta stretch the arms out even farther for both Amy and Melissa, giving them hope and love through crazy storms. Crazy storms out here. Melissa, Bear said to Amy, if you guys got any bad situations, the cave is open. The cave is open for both of you young ladies out there if you need. Just let Bear know. I am Il Norte, a little bit El Norte, so a little bit better off. Although 2 weeks ago we were right in the center of it, so give it another 2 weeks and we might have another one heading this way. You never know. A hurricane, a Halloween hurricane. Halloween hurricane, people. Well, people, listen. I hate to give just bad news out here all the time, people. So it is time. People, I hope you're ready for some good news, people. It's been a while since we had some good news. So let's go ahead, jump straight on into it, people. From The Hollywood Reporter and Nick Porter, probably one of the better news is that Bear has heard all year. Velma has been canceled after 2 seasons at max. Why they even got 2, I don't know why. A recently released Halloween special is the final nail in the coffin for the animated Scooby-Doo adjacent, they call it, series out here. So thankfully, Bear was early on, probably one of the first, talking about freaking Velma out here. It just made mention of it, and I guess all the other YouTubers just kind of ran with it and, racked up their numbers and all that sort of stuff. If Bear was smarter, he would have done that, but I'm just bringing you information and news, people. Velma Dinkley has solved her last mystery. Finally, Max has canceled its animated series Velma after dose seasons. The show's second season debuted in April, and a Halloween special that premiered on October 3rd marks the final outing for the show. Velma, created by Charlie Grandy, is a more adult-oriented prequel reimagining of the brainy Scooby-Doo character, Mindy Kaling, who voices Velma, who's also haunted by the disappearance of her mother and dealing with the perils of being a teenager, along with solving mysteries. Boy, gee, I wonder why that series got canceled. Over the past 2 seasons, Mindy and Charlie, have created an incredibly fun and fresh world with a kind of whodunit franchise, Max said in a statement. But screw them, they didn't bring in the necessary eyeballs and, more importantly, money, sweet lucre, that we were looking for. So we're kicking that lady to the curb, saying, sayonara, you should have lost another 50 pounds or whatever it was. See you later, Mindy and Charles, a.k.a. Charlie. Don't let the door hit you in the bootay back there. I don't think they said all of that, but it was implied, people. It was definitely it was definitely implied. Multiple iterations of Scooby-Doo show remain available on Netflix, all the better ones, and a live action series. Oh, for Christ's sake! From Berlatini Production is development at Netflix. For some reason. Why not Max? Why a live action series at all? Why? Why, Bear asks. Why? For crying out loud. Well, put a fork in it. Velma is done, people. I hope all of you are as happy as Bear here. Maybe they'll make a good show now. Well, I wouldn't count on it, Amy. I wouldn't count on that at all. Maybe over at Netflix, maybe. We'll see. We shall see. It turns out if you make a terrible cartoon about mean people, no one enjoys it. Huh? What? Way. No way. That's crazy. That is crazy talk. Crazy talk, people. Yes, indeed. Well, speaking of Bear taking a drink. Speaking of crazy talk, we've got some crazy talk. Let's see. A reporter over here at the Hollywood Reporter. Crazy talk from the Z-Man. That's from Bounding into Comics. J.B. Augustine bringing us the news of a rumor that the Z-Man suggested that James Gunn make Robert Pattinson's the main DCU Batman. Do it! Do it, Z-Man, I dare ya. I dare. Nothing but great news coming out of the Batman universe lately, so go right ahead. Make my day. Make my day. Robert Pattinson turns his head, but isn't the hero Gotham needs yet. In The Batman, if you could see it, he's sort of in focus. I mean, kind of. It's still awfully grainy, though, but, yeah, he technically is in focus. I mean, nothing else in this image is, but, we'll go with a little bit of grainy, somewhat in focused, Robert Pattinson here. A Batman has not been selected yet for the brave and the bold and the beautiful, which is begging the question, what's the holdup? The answer could be timing or delays brought on by the recent writers and actor strikes. What, last year? Come on now. I'll bet there may be more going on. That'd be behind the scenes, people. Behind the scenes. They brought a couple lights from home for this movie. Yes, they did. Just a few. Still couldn't figure out the focus pull on there, but I'm sure they'll find that out the next movie. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. God, I've been so embarrassed lately just watching Goldfinger and getting ready for that. Man, oh man, boy, did they know how to frame a shot back then, and you could actually see what was going on, and it's good stuff. Good stuff. These days, not so much. Not so much. As revealed at the founding, or rather rebranding of DC Studios, although James Gunn may have a vision and freedom, to carry it out as he sees fit, he reports to the Z-Man. Well, actually, let's see. Z-Man is top. He's the CEO. Then you have, what was her name? Pamela Abdi and DeLuca. I want to say Michael DeLuca, something like that. They run Warner Brothers. Okay, so you got the Z-Man as the head CEO, Discovery Warner Brothers. DeLuca and Abdi, they run the movie studio portion of it. And then below that, you have James Gunn and also the Saffron. They're running DC Studios. So that's kind of the hierarchy. Let's see. He reports to the Z-Man. The Warner Brothers Discovery CEO has input, you would think. And then, and he most definitely has an opinion as well. As such, according to an insider, the Z-Man is recommending, if not demanding, that James Gunn incorporate Robert Pattinson into the DCU as its official Dark Knight. Snyder asks, where does Patterson's Batman factor into this? And if he doesn't, then why the hell not? Why the hell not, he asks. Not just why not. Yeah, so right now, as of now, if you're going to go with the plans that they've told us about, you would have 2 different versions of Batman. You've already got 3 different versions of the Joker. So you had the recent Joker movie. You have the Batman with his Joker. And then you have the Bold and the Beautiful, with their Batman and Joker as well. So 3 different Batman, 3 different Jokers, 2 different Batmans, a partridge in a pear tree. It just makes a craziness out there. That's a fair question, they ask. Or say, demand. I don't know, one of those. The Batman is still the most successful DC release in the last 2 years, and the Penguin's ratings prove that the ongoing crime saga is popular and viable. Who knew? Matt Reeves more than earns his keep, not to mention his seat at the table, acting of his 2 shows aside, they say. Those of you who have been reading our coverage as Bear has long enough might recall this was the rumored lineup for the new creative decision at DC. Hollywood about 5 years ago. Gunn and Reeves were going to take over with a big hand from old J.J. Abrams. Oh boy. Producing his movie, Ta-Nehisi Coates, the Superman movie. There's a whole kerfuffle with Ta-Nehisi Coates. He wrote a book about Israel saying they're a bunch of, racist and, all this other stuff, and failed to mention, Hamas, Hezbollah, forgot to mention all that. Somebody just asked him a minor question about that on TV, and then all of a sudden CBS News, quote unquote news, was all in a big kerfuffle just because the guy asked, hey, what about, Hamas and all that? Don't you think that has any factor whatsoever in Israel? Nah, that's all. Not so much. Anyways, that's Tenacious Coates. Can't ask that guy any questions. God forbid. Let's see. The latter stated there won't be multiple versions of Batman. It's safe to assume that it'll go for the heroes before long. This could entail Batterson, for crying out loud, being the first hero of the DCU, or that he will be brought into the fold somehow, someday, some way. Who knows? Multiverse, tripleverse, who knows? Rumored that it would happen a long time ago. Could be in the next Justice League. We never know. Never know. Everything's changing by the minute over in Burbank. All the scoops and reports claim DC Comics and Warner Brothers Discovery still consistent on one thing. They want to compete with Marvel and apparently pooling resources to rectify their situation. It's how they feel is the best strategy, people. How they feel. However, they may be forgetting that they have been here before, meddling too much ain't the best. Didn't help Superman or Batman. Not at all. James Gunn ranks his top 5 child actors of all time. Child actors of all time. Hey-yo! Hey-yo. So anyways, there we are. So we get forward to, I don't know. Ladies, Robert Pattinson as Batman. Yay or nay out here? Yay or nay? I actually thought that Ben Affleck, like he was just starting to finally get into the role and figure everything out. I would have loved to see him as another outing or two. Robert Pattinson, I don't know, man. I don't see it. I thought he would have made a great, what was that, Riddler. I thought maybe if they switched Paul Dano and Robert Pattinson, Paul Dano being Batman, I thought that would have worked. Robert Pattinson being, I keep wanting to say Joker. Riddler. I thought that would have been really, really interesting, but, I don't know. Robert Pattinson, Batman. All broody Batman out here. Broody, moody Batman. Get forward to seeing more of that. Is the best strategy to make good movies? Well, sure, you want to make great movies, but really the most important part is, are you getting paid? Do you have enough money for the coke and hookers? That's the most important question out there in Hollywood right now. So whether the audience likes it or not, it's kind of a iffy factor there. Speaking of which, a great through line here. From Variety, Tatiana Siegel. Now, people, the knives are out. Holy cow, you go one weekend, you have a bomb film. Man, oh man, the knives come out, the rumors come out. Fingers are being pointed every which way, left, right, up, down, sideways. Listen, it's not my fault, it's the other guy's fault. That's what's going on right now, so... inside the Joker debacle. You'd figure that they would be able to make a decent Joker sequel. Joker, he's in prison. He has a bunch of fans and acolytes out there that really, really like him. So they break him out of prison, and along the way they encounter Bruce Wayne. Decides to become the Batman after all. Has a showdown with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. We'll throw in Lady Gaga. What the hell? Why not? Whatever. Sure. Doesn't really matter. You'd figure that would be an easy layup. You just, right out of the park, make a $100 million movie. Easy peasy. Bring back the same people. Not a problem. Nah, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a musical. Yes, yes indeed. On September 30th, Lady Gaga blew kisses to fans outside the TCL Chinese Theater ahead of the premiere of Joker footage, while Joaquin Phoenix dropped his typical solemn facade and flashed a few smiles. Well, that's nice because he is the Joker after all. Or not the Joker, really. I mean, not the Joker. He plays a Joker, but not the Joker. Like the Batman. He's not the Joker. He's just the Joker. Hey, Joker the musical. Why not? Hey, what the heck? Meanwhile, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO, the Z-Man, dropped by the after-party at Sunset Tower, mingled with the film's two high-paid lead actors as the meatless sliders. What? Meatless? What the hell? Vegan Phoenix's idea, for crying out loud, made the rounds. For all the star wattage on display, there was some notable no-shows, including James Gunn and the Saffron. Not there at all. Insiders say the duo's glaring absence from the film that is based on one of the biggest draws of the DC canon underscores a dysfunctional dynamic that played out behind the scenes of the ill-fated Warner Brothers musical. Yeah, there's the sentence you want to see. The ill-fated Warner Brothers musical, Joker #2. Todd Phillips wanted nothing to do with DC during the making of the film, says one agent, which allowed him to bypass any oversights from the brand's gatekeepers. So you see what they're doing here. They're saying, oh, well, hey, it's all the director's fault. He didn't listen to any of the notes that we had. We had some great notes, people. The best notes. He didn't want to do that. He says, oh, it's all his fault. All his fault. Nothing. No, we didn't do anything. We were great over here. Perfect. Although Gunn has publicly supported the film on social media, well, shoot, he supported Aquaman too, for crying out loud. Phillips has distanced himself from DC as the animated title card sequence unspooled inside the iconic Hollywood cinema. In the opening minutes, it became apparent that Phillips had just given DC the middle finger. That's a great idea, what you want to do. There was no DC Studios logo. Oh my god. The horror! The horror! If the first movie was about some down-on-his-luck, mentally ill guy in a downtrodden city, maybe makes $150 million worldwide. Not $1 billion. Sources say people showed up because that guy was Joker. No, he wasn't. That guy was not the Joker. Not at all. Even the filmmaker said so. He says, yeah, that's not the Joker. Not at all. Not at all. Well, good to see P-Money finally showing up. Back from a parent-teacher meeting. What? Come on, man. You know what's more important. You know what's more important out here. Well, thank you, P-Money. Thank you so much. We're doing fine. Doing fine out here. We were just talking about... Let me go back to the crazy hurricane that we got going on here just offshore. We're all bunkered down. Hopefully gonna last through it. We'll see. We shall see. But if beer departs very quickly, it will be because the power of the internet went out. So we shall see. We shall see out here. Ignoring all of that and just doing movie talk news here. And now that the dust has settled on the sequel's disastrous opening weekend, and it's only going to get worse from there. Plenty of soul searching is taking place on the Burbank lot. Well, first off, they have to find their souls to begin with, because they sold them a long time ago. So that's like par for the course, is soul searching. And that's what they got the, what is it? What is it? The John Travolta, religious thing. The Scientology people. That's what they got them for. The overarching question being asked is, why spend $200 million? Question mark. Why spend $200 million to make and nearly $100 million to market a tentpole that ignores the DC fanbase? Oh, great, terrific, good job, guys. It ignores, maybe putting it mildly, they say, as Rolling Stone review of the film succinctly put it, hey, fans, go F yourselves. Hey. Alas, the fanboys and fangirls stayed at home, resulting in a shocking 37.7 million domestic opening. Now, if you watched the previous show, first off, they were on the lookout for all the fanboys and fangirls there, probably to make fun of them. The other report that we have, I think from Deadline, they do these things where they project. So they might come out on either a Friday or a Saturday. And they say, according to our projections, we think the film is going to make X amount of money. So a lot of the projections were coming in below $40 million for the entire weekend. I forget if that counted Thursday or not. What happened was Warner Brothers was jawboning a lot of these publications. Hopefully, I guess just try and set expectations. So they were trying to make it as it was going to make $40 million. So obviously we see after the fact, it came in 3 under there. Well, 2 and some change. So Warner Brothers, trying to jawbone it, didn't bring any more people in. They saw all the bad news and everything. $37 million, even less than what it made the first time around. Let's see, 2019. An enormous success that just cost us $60 million and earned over $1 billion. Such disregard for the base has brand repercussions. That could be the sentence, I don't know, for the last 5 years. Disregard for the base has brand repercussions. Yeah, that should be tattooed in the forehead of at least James Gunn. After all, Joker is not some obscure character. Batman Foil is by far the most high-profile villain in comics, spanning either DC or Marvel. I'm given that Phillips made such wildly profitable first Joker. It's not really a Joker. Not to mention 3 hangar release, the motion picture group chiefs, yeah, there we go, Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdy. So they run Warner Brothers Studio. They report to the Z-Man. Safran and Gunn report to them. And apparently, Phillips went around James Gunn and the Safran and reported directly to DeLuca and Abdy here. So that's why you're getting a whole lot of finger pointing left and right here. Seemed unwilling, these two, to say no to their prize director with their very first green light. Well, boy oh boy, we'll see how long they're hanging around here. Movie began production in December 22, 2 months after the Gunn and Safran took control of DC. Many expected the duo to provide notes and feedback on the R-rated musical. Oh, that's great. Especially given the capital outlay involved. But Phillips balked. Wouldn't only liaise with DeLuca and Abdy, and has done little to dispel the appearance of friction. Even though Gunn and Safran were on hand for the first director's cut screening for the studio. When asked by Collider reporter if the production process changed when the pair succeeded the previous heads, Walter Hamda, or if they had any input, Phillips replied, with all due respect to them, it's kind of a Warner Brothers movie. So he completely bypassed the DC folks out there. And again, they have Joker in the name, but it's not a Joker movie. P-Money has been watching a lot of live streams of people being fools playing by the water. Throw in Jim Cantori with that, for crying out loud. That idiot. God, please, Waves, take away Jim Cantori. Please. Or a flying tree branch or something. Please. That would be great live TV. That'd be great live TV. Even as Warner Brothers' feedback was sometimes ignored, sources say Zavlov met one-on-one with Phillips shortly after Warner Media and Discovery merged in April 22. And it was open to filming in Los Angeles if the director would make the sequel at a lower price point. Well, screw that. Phillips insisted on shooting in Los Angeles, and the budget did not change. Whoops-a-doodle. Insiders say the studio brass did not want to debut the film at the Venice Film Festival, as it had done 5 years ago with the Joker. But Phillips pushed back, says, I know what's better. Warner Brothers spokesman said the studio fully supported the decision to bring the film to Venice. Other battles between Phillips and Waters ensued. A director refused test screenings, so it premiered in Venice for the first time, and the audience saw it. Critics rejected it, and the film tallied a disastrous 33% Rotten Tomato. D on Cinema Score. They put that into context. Madam Web, which we all made fun of. We all made fun of Madam Web. Landed a C plus earlier this year. The Joker 2, D. Making a sequel to $1 billion movies, whether it's Aquaman or the Joker, is considered a smart bet. Haha. But with an outside budget, which included $20 million up front for Joaquin Phoenix, $20 million for the director. Good Lord, $12 million for Gaga. Man, oh man, I mean, I tell you, if they're trying to pull in the men earn more than women card, they certainly showed it right here. The film needed to make at least $450 million to break even. Unlikely now. Warner Brothers is already on the back foot following a series of money losers. Furiosa, Aquaman, The Color Purple. Honestly, how do you turn in Mad Max and The Color Purple? Make them money losers. But you can, people, you can. If you've got $8 in your pocket, you could own a share of Warner Brothers stock. There's a black eye for Warner Brothers at a key time. The industry expecting a hit. Well, that's why they got the black eye. Lots of hits. Timing could not be worse. Could not be worse. And it goes on. Speed 2 level of disaster. That is a disaster. That is ultimately a disaster. Ultimately, choices were made, and unfortunately, they didn't align with the moviegoers. Gee, I wonder why. $7.67 is too much for P-Money. He said, I got 2 quarters I'm rubbing together. 2 quarters right here, Z-Man. That'll help you out. Not a penny more. Not a penny more than that, people. Not any more than that, people. Well, I tell you, people, you may have seen everything this year, but go ahead and bust out your bingo card once more for tales around the world of crazy stuff happening. If you have in your bingo card today, if you have a Cookie Monster caught speeding on a traffic cam, go ahead and collect your earnings from the New York Post and Ben Coast. Out here, it is, of course, that's right, the Cookie Monster blaring through on his way somewhere, speeding like the devil. It seems eating isn't the only thing Cookie Monster does too quickly, they say. A police camera captured the bizarre moment a motorist sped through an intersection in Germany, while dressed as the blue biscuit-loving children's character. It's not a biscuit, it's a cookie. This ain't freaking London. The fun of wearing a mask from the Muppet Show can quickly turn serious. Police spokesman Peter Banderman told Newsflash while describing the incident. Yes, indeed. Did they ignore the Sesame Street signs? They ask. Did they? I don't know. They might have. The pic snapped in the western city of Dortmund, Westphalia on September 20th shows the googly-eyed character driving an Audi at 60 miles an hour. That's 10 miles faster than the speed limit, people. Oh my god. Wait, don't they have the Autobahn there? What the hell? The combo of the speed and ridiculous quote-unquote costume led police to believe that the Cookie Monster cosplayer, whose identity wasn't yet uncovered, deliberately got themselves caught on camera for a brazen gag. However they feel the stunt is no laughing matter. Quote, it won't help the relatives of a person who's been killed if the person who did it tearfully regrets their mask fun in court. If authorities do track down the shaggy-suited troll, they'll be slapped with a $50 fine. $50 fine, man. Good luck trying to find the Cookie Monster in his Audi. What was it? An Audi. I don't know. It just says an Audi. So. Darn, I had Oscar the Grouch speeding on my bingo card, says Peabody. And that close. That's that close, Peabody. That close. You could have had it. Could have made your bingo card filled out perfectly. But, it was Cookie Monster. It was Cookie Monster. At least it wasn't the Count. He probably would have known what speed to go there in Germany. 50 miles an hour. Not the Cookie Monster. He had places to be, people, and he had to get there quickly. He ain't gonna let no stinking traffic cam keep him away. Keep him away from his cookies, people. Not gonna be denied. Not gonna be denied at all, people. Alright, and people, time is elusive for beer, but one thing that beer knows, it comes. It definitely comes at you quickly. Yes, indeed. From also the New York Post, and Anna Young, that'd be the framed Tropicana Casino in Las Vegas has been demolished. 6 decades, rather. That'd be weird if it was 6 days after opening. Quote, it's a little sentimental, they say. That's all, folks. That's all. The Tropicana Casino, one of Las Vegas's longest standing and most historic hotels, went out with a bang on Wednesday as it was demolished to make room for what else, people? That would be a baseball stadium. Oh boy. Man, can you imagine being in the summer heat in Las Vegas watching a baseball game? Hopefully it's an indoor stadium. The infamous mob-era resort was reduced to rubble just after 2:30 a.m. in an elaborate and colorful 22-second-long controlled implosion that featured 555 drones and a fireworks display to celebrate its long-standing legacy. There it goes. Kaboom. Kaboom. So instead of the cop asking, where is the fire, he needs to ask, where is the cookie? That's true. Can you imagine a police officer kind of pulling up to their, knocking on the window? Excuse me, sir, I need to see your license and registration. Oh, it's the Cookie Monster. Oh my God. Yeah, that would definitely be scary, people. That would definitely be scary. It's a little sentimental, they continue here. It's like part of our neighborhood, says Louis Gamboa, who lives within walking distance of the Tropicana. Watch out, dude, it's coming down. Watch out. But at the same time, I love progress. I love seeing Las Vegas grow, he says. Kaboom! Well, it's not growing, it's being blown up. Oh, the 500, I thought maybe they were, destroying the building with drones. No, they have drones out there spelling out valleys, I suppose. The now demolished site will be transformed into a $1.5 billion ballpark for the Oakland A's. Wait, the Oakland A's, aren't they in Oakland? Wait, how does Oakland get to, whatever, screw it, I don't know. Anyways, they blew it up, thank you, they says. The Tropicana opened on the iconic Las Vegas Strip way back in 1957 as the largest casino in Las Vegas, drawing an elite crowd of high rollers and celebrities. The three-story featured 300 rooms split into two wings and was quickly coined the Tiffany of the Strip for its opulence. There's also a Tiffany on the strip. She asked for $20. The resort underwent 2 major hotel expansions as Las Vegas evolved, opening the Tiffany Tower in 1979 and the Island Tower in 86. For over 6 decades, it remained an iconic fixture on the strip, featuring the lights of the Rat Pack and debuting a risque show featuring topless feathered showgirls. It also had close ties with famed mobster Frank Costello. Costello was shot in the head in New York weeks after the Tropicana opened. Well, he survived. What? Wow. Tough guy. Police found a piece of paper with the Tropicana's exact earnings figures in his coat pockets, emphasizing the mob's interest in the casino. What? No way. No way. By the 1970s, federal authorities investigating mobsters in KC would charge more than a dozen mob operatives with conspiring to skim nearly $2 million in gambling revenue from Las Vegas casinos, including the Tropicana. Man, hey, you can't skim that extra money off of the freaking gambling revenue in Las Vegas. That's our job, the federal government says. That's our job. There you go, there's the Tropicana right there. Beautiful. No more, but beautiful. The casino shuttered on April 2nd after welcoming guests 2 days shy. They couldn't keep it open for 2 extra days. Joan Fisher, who owns the A's, called Wednesday's implosion an important milestone as the baseball affiliates collaborate with Bally's to relocate, to Vegas. They're saying, screw you, Oakland. We don't want none of the part of that. There's too much feces on the street, apparently. The Tropicana Las Vegas was one of the original pioneers of the strip, setting the stage for the vibrant, larger-than-life entertainment destination we know and love today, they say. Oh, God, it's going to be an indoor stadium. Or an outdoor stadium. It's going to be hot. It is definitely going to be hot. Nice view of the strip there, but, man, oh, man, that's going to be a warm one. The Flamingo is now the only remaining casino from the mob era left on the strip, people. End of an era, people. End of an era. Just ask Google how old Cookie Monster is. Said 65. And yet, he still lives with his mom. Oh, the poor guy. I had no idea. Our cops need to ask what was in the cookies he was eating before he drove. That is a very good question, people. You never know. You never do know out here. Well, I had another one here. It's kind of funny. I'm just going to read the headline here. The more sophisticated AI is, the more likely they are to lie, people. The more likely they are to lie out here. So I thought that was pretty funny. People saying, we got the best AI. Yeah, the best AI at lying. Best AI at lying out here, people. Yes, indeed. All right, well, barring... Oh, I'm sorry. I left it on the Cookie Monster the whole time. My bad. That's why everybody was talking about the Cookie Monster. I was like, what the heck? Why are they talking about all that? Barring any craziness from Hurricane Milton, we hoping to do, people, coming up here on Saturday, we're going to try and do the Goldfinger watch-along. Where are we here? There we go. Try and do the watch-along for Goldfinger. I'm still parsing it out here, still trying to get everything kind of situated. So, kind of why tonight's show is a little on the light side. I've been... Man, oh man, I don't want to say it's hard work or anything like that, but I've been working on the great, watching and coming up with some stuff for Goldfinger? Goldfinger! Anyways, we're going to be checking that out, barring any craziness, power outages, yada yada yada, assassination attempts, UFO landings. So we're going to try and do that coming up this Saturday. So if you haven't already, Bear would recommend, for crying out loud. It's one of the best movies ever made. Goldfinger. Go at least rent it. I would say buy it. Go check it out. If you don't have it, that's fine. Hopefully the watch along, you'll be able to understand what's going along in the movie, even if you don't have it. But that's why we do watch along. So you're able to watch along here with Bear. Amy, Melissa, I would encourage you ladies, if you're around, come on out, join us. It's gonna be a fun time had by all, but gonna be enjoying the Sean Connery starring James Bond, one of Bear's favorite movies of all time, probably definitely top 3, top 5 movies of all time. Great stuff out there. Really enjoyed it. Found a couple interesting, unique things that Bear didn't know about the movie. So if you like to hear trivia or any of that stuff, come on out, enjoy us. If you've never seen the movie before, holy cow, are you going to be in for a treat? Definitely one of the best movies ever made. Really excited to show this to you folks. We got started with the Rambo. I finally got the Rambo comic book, but when we were starting with your boy Zach and his comic book, we ended up doing the Rambo watch along. We went through all 5 Rambo movies, and we've done 2 so far. We've done Dr. No, and we've done From Russia with Love. Goldfinger, the 3rd movie in the series. One of the best. The best. I would say the best Bond film. One of the best movies ever made. I hope I'm not overselling it, but it definitely needs to be sold. Already got the theme song in my head, says Peabody. Goldfinger. Do. One of the best soundtracks of all time. Of all time, people. I'm telling you. You might say, Bear, that's a little bit hyperbolic. That's a little over the top, Bear. Come on. I mean, it might be a good soundtrack, but the greatest of all. Yes, the greatest. When it was released in 1960, I want to say 4. It could have been 65. I forget. I apologize, people. It actually, when it first came out, was top of the charts. Including topping out a little-known band out there called The Beatles. The Beatles! Yes, The Beatles. Goldfinger soundtrack beat out The Beatles for those couple weeks there. So, go ahead, show me another soundtrack out there for a movie that's beat out, The Beatles or, Elvis or something like that. Go right ahead. So anyways, we're going to be going through that. Some of the fun stuff that we have planned for you good people. Been enjoying watching the movie these last couple days, and looking forward to bringing it to you on Saturday evening. If you are here, it's going to be 8 o'clock, people. Saturday nights, we will make plenty of notice ahead of time. Hopefully, no shenanigans with the hurricane's going to be going on, but definitely been wanting to do this for quite a while and just chomping at the bit to bring it to you good folks here. So, looking forward to all that. See, the great car, Aston Martin, good stuff, people. You're gonna want to check it out, people. You are not going to want to miss Saturday evening with Bear, Goldfinger, all that good stuff. We gotta get through this storm first. Gotta get through the damn storm first. But once we get through that, it's all smooth sailing after that, we hope. We sure hope. Yes, indeed, people. All right, well, I appreciate all of you coming out, joining Bear here tonight. A little bit light show, but hopefully we all had fun, had some laughs, learned a few things. All that good stuff, people. But you know what? All this talk about cookies, people, it's made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr. night, everybody.